Hi, this is Jim Starkweather, the publisher of KitMaker Network and Armorama.com, and welcome to another Cracking the Box. Today we've got direct from Zvezda, their 3625 numbered model Sd.Kfz 251/1 Ausf.B. This is the Stuka Zufus, which is a German heavy rocket launcher. Obviously, for some of us, this is a what we would have called in the old days a Hanomag with additional kind of rocket grenades, constructed onto the sides, or at least some rocket launchers. These kits have always been kind of interesting in terms of the vehicles. Have always been interesting in terms of just the sheer kind of audacity. I think of even creating these is just kind of funny. But they must have worked because they did use them throughout the war, I believe, especially on the Eastern Front. So let's take this one, crack this one open, and see what we got. Zvezda has this new boxing system where they box a box within a box. So this one actually came to us very well boxed. I will say kind of for as a change of pace, because a lot of the stuff we get from them is not easily. Now they do have this thing about their boxes. They're not easy to get open without like kind of mangling the box, because then you have, like I said, the box within the box, which is very well protected. Some of you may find when you order these online, they'll actually just ship it in this box, like probably with brown paper on it or something. But here we go. We have the inside of the box. Right off the bat, we can see there's a decal sheet. And you can see closer up there that has various German markings with Zvezda's logo there. And 3625 is this model number. So made for this kit. And then we have a little kind of legally thing. Instructions showing this kit again, and step-by-step instructions, which is kind of a long fold-out process here. They do include parts overlay, and then a step-by-step, which looks like it's pretty well laid out, and goes through all the various construction phases, up to about 27 steps there. They do include a painting guide in black and white. They do include different colors on here, Humbrol colors only, in terms of color reference numbers. And it looks like there's maybe two schemes. A 1941... oh, here we go. I'm just trying to read the Russian. 1941 3rd Engineer Company Unknown Units, and a 1941 8th Armored Division from a Wehrmacht, everywhere a Wehrmacht. Let's see, so they have the nice kind of non-glossy or soft bags, which is kind of nice for a change again. So they do have quite a few parts bundled up here. And this first one we're looking at, I believe, is part of the cages. No, it's part of something which I cannot identify. But I don't see any production issues here. There's kind of a little, this is part of the design, I guess, but there's like a little raised, is that going to get, oh yeah, see, that works better. All right, so you can see that the little rounded raised area there. They almost look like there would be doors for something, but again, not sure. Then this next one is the rockets themselves, with part of the cage systems that they go into. And there are 3 of those. So a total of, what is that? 12 rockets. Or actually, those half parts, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rockets, 3 for each side. And then we have another large bag that has all the remaining parts in it. And I have a feeling this is probably the rest of the standard half-track kit. I'm guessing, anyways, because I do that a lot. This has a 2007 date on it for Zvezda. So this is probably a release from them back then of their this 251 half-track. So, but just looking at this kit again, for people who don't know about the previous release, it looks very good. Production quality is very high. This is not a kind of an old-fashioned Zvezda kit, but a more new, modern Zvezda release with very high-end plastic parts. I mean, here's some of the the weapons and so forth that are included as part of the interior equipment and so forth. So you can see, very nice. There were 2 of those, and this is the main hull. Well, at least part of the upper structure of the outside. And again, there's some really fine detail here. And then we have the actual track road gear, steel wheels, and separate individual track links, it looks like. Quite extensive looking bits of track to assemble, but at least it's not huge like a tank. It's more, reasonable in size. So it looks like there are 2 of these pieces included with the road wheels as well, which I'll go ahead and try to at least get those in the... But again, you can see quite a bit of... do it this way. There's the tracks, and the road wheels. And to remind you, there will be photos at the end of this, or towards the end of this video. So, last piece in here is this, which includes the lower hull. Now I'm seeing some kind of plasticky residue in here, but it's not actually connected to anything. It's just from the production process. But again, looks very good. Let's take a look at the photos, and we'll get you'll probably get a better view of all these parts, and then we'll come back and conclude. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the photos of the new Zvezda Sd.Kfz 251/1 Ausf.B. Obviously, Stuka. I was thinking Zuka. Stuka Zufus. Sounds like a line from Skyrim. So this is a new-ish kit. I think this was released about maybe during December. So take a look for it. It should be available now in hobby stores and online retailers. We'd like to thank Zvezda for sending this kit direct. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below in the comments area. And you can like this video somewhere on the page as well, I believe. So we'd appreciate that feedback. We'll see you next time on Cracking the Box.